All right, welcome again to another edition of Country Music Matters, Family Edition. That's right, I've got none other than my first cousin here, Stacy Goodman Woosley.
Hey.
And she's my first cousin, and she's got a brother and sister who are my second and third first cousins. You figure that one out, yeah. But she was the first. And so
yes, I was.
Yes, and still first, right? Still,
yes,
yeah, still the first.
I'm
still,
number one.
Still number one. And so we're going to do you a country duet today. It was made famous in 1981 by David Frizzell and Shelley West. David Frizzell was the younger brother of the great country legend Lefty Frizzell, and of course Shelley was the daughter of Dottie West. And so I guess they figured, hey, we're both related to superstars. Let's get together and be a superstar together duet. And so they had a couple hits and were big. They won Vocal Duo of the Group 2 years in a row, 81 and 82. And this song we're going to do won Song of the Year in 1981. It was written by, tell me the names again.
Felice and Boudleaux.
Felice and Boudleaux Bryant. They didn't actually write it. We'll tell you the story about this. Larry Collins and Sandy Pinkard from Pinkard and Bowden actually wrote the song, made a big hit out of it, and then Francis and Boudleaux Bryant come along and said that this song sounded way too much like Rocky Top, which they wrote, and sued and somehow won. Now, if you want to look up Rocky Top and compare it to this song and see if there's any blurred lines on how they sound alike, you maybe figure that one out, but I can't figure that one out for the life of me. They don't sound anything alike. But anyway, this song was a big hit in 1981, hit number one on the charts, stayed on the top 40 for several weeks, and it was also on the soundtrack of Any Which Way You Can, which was one of the biggest blockbuster hits of the 70s. Oddly enough, out of all the great movies Clint Eastwood's done, Every Which Way But Loose and Any Which Way You Can are his two biggest movies he ever did. The most, always a goofball comedy, does better than anything else you do. And so the real star of that movie, what the lesson is, if you put a funny monkey in your movie, it's going to be a hit. That's right there. If you can train an orangutan to say Right Turn Clyde, oh. I forgot you can't say that without getting hit. But anyway, so here we go. A little Country Music Matters. You're the Reason God Made Oklahoma. Michael Monroe Goodman and Stacy Goodman Woosley. There's a full moon out over Tulsa. I hope that it's shining on you. Nights are getting cold in Cherokee County. There's a blue norther passing through. I remember green eyes and a rancher's daughter, but remember is all that I do. Losing you left a pretty good cowboy with nothing to hold on to. Sundown came and I drove to town, drank a drink or two. You're the reason God made Oklahoma. You're the reason God made Oklahoma. And I'm sure missing you. Yeah, I'm sure missing you.
Mountains and all the way to Malibu. Everyone's a star here in LA County. You ought to see the things that they do. All the cowboys down on the Sunset Strip wish that they could be like you. Santa Monica Freeway sometimes makes the country girl blue. You're the reason God made Oklahoma. You're the reason God made Oklahoma. And I'm sure missing you. I'm sure missing you.
just thinking of you all day.
I've got a calico cat and a 2-room flat on a street in West LA. You're the reason God made Oklahoma. You're the reason God made Oklahoma. And I'm sure missing you. I'm sure missing you.
Doesn't get any better than that. That's my older cousin. That's my cousin right there. Yeah. Thank you
Thanks
so much.
for having me.
You're so welcome anytime. So thank you for tuning in to a family edition of Country Music Matters with me, Michael Monroe Goodman, and my first cousin, Stacy Goodman Woosley. Thank y'all so much. Keep country music alive. Subscribe, and God bless.